Hey everybody, welcome back to Let's Play Hearts of Iron 4 Kaiserreich Australasia. Let us continue on from where we last left off. So we have shipped some troops over to Portugal. Because we need to get ready for the Weltkrieg. It's April right now. We're still at 50% world tension. So we might have, let's say, a year until the war actually kicks off. But we need to get our troops to the front lines now. You know, ready to go. We can protect Lisbon. Galicia can collapse for all I care. That's not a big concern of mine. My big concern, of course, is still that the Canadians and everybody is fighting in fucking India, and I don't want them to be in India. You know, it's just like that's just like not a great place for you to be right now. Okay, we've enacted the Anderson Doctrine, which I think sounds pretty cool. And we've had the election, so we can now end the labor threat. Gives us 100 political power, more stability. And what do we get? So we get to claim territory. Well. Germany's Indies does not control territory. So basically, we're claiming everything the Germans own. We can claim Singapore, claim Sarawak, claim New Guinea. Thing is, New Guinea should already be mine. Like, let's be reasonable. Like, this used to be my territory. So, you know, I have so much political power, I'll claim this area for now. I don't know if that does anything for them. Qing government's declared war. Egypt wants to buy some... Hey! Somebody's actually buying my rifles. I appreciate that. I'm happy with that. Now, are we ever going to get our claims here? Like, fucking no. Like, that's never going to happen. Would it be nice? Of course it would be nice. But that requires us to both beat Germany's age. I mean, it requires Germany to be collapsing, at the very least, right? If Germany is on the losing end of a war, like, they get pushed all the way back to the Rhineland, or they get pushed back to, I think, the Rhone. If they get pushed back to here, then they're basically dead. But, of course, if Germany dies, then our chances of winning the Weltkrieg essentially drop to, I would say, less than 0. And I think that's being optimistic. And also, I wish we can just get our agent to just kill themselves. Because when you only have one agent, there's nothing I can really do about that. I mean, we can try to recruit a second agent. We're almost in 1940. Okay, so we can take one of these now. Without it being too expensive for the old Australian intelligentsia. You're going good. We're buying. Convoys are coming in nice and fresh. How many convoys are we actually building right now? June 17th. So it's like one every 2 weeks, give or take. Which, I mean, isn't great, but it's not like we have a huge naval industry. So, you know, you take what you can get. How do you have, like, no supplies? Okay, excellent. I'm guessing you were the units, yeah, that were in... oh, we can give you a little medal. You took, you can have 2 medals. For Houston, and for Baton. You took them, oh, actually, it's like a month apart. It is a lot of political power, but you know what? I almost never do this. Supply consumption. Reconnaissance was 10%. You know, let's give you a 10% recovery rate. And you know what? We'll even throw in a, okay, now, okay, because it gets a little bit more expensive. War Cross for reconnaissance. Oh, and you give division defense. You know what? There you go. You can have the War Cross as well. Excellent. I never, ever use that mechanic. Fucking ever. Also, I never look at this. I don't know if this is something that, your country per tactic gets an extra 5% chance to be used during combat. You know, I probably should look at this stuff. Oh, shit. How do I say no to this? What would I want, though? Can't take these. Okay, fair enough. Suppressing Barrage. It's a 10% attacker damage. Take less damage. In the battle. Base is on default. Okay, so these are defenses and these are an attack. Defender attack damage by 50%. So this is for delaying them. Elastic defense. Tactic movement. You know what? Sure, we'll take this. Genuinely, I don't really know what it does. But sure. I guess I never just clicked this button. In all of my years. Steel metal cost minus 50%. I mean, if we're gonna try using that mechanic in this playthrough, would make sense. Entrenchment speed is okay. Cavalry. You're kind of garbage. Daily commander power 0.2 actually is quite. What we gain by default? 0.7 or 0.27. 0.2 would not be that bad. Army experience gain. Or metal cost. You know what? Let's take this. Sure. Should we have done it the other order? So we did that first and then gave them their cheaper metals. Yeah, that would have been the smarter thing to do. But you know what can I do about that? How many men are we down right now? By the way, a lot. And are you set? Okay, you are set properly. Free enforcement, supply trucks, and garrisons. And you are slowly getting the manpower we like, which is good. We do want to do long live the king. Greece wants to buy more material. Here you go, my dude. You can have some fun with that. And you're going okay. I mean, I would say everything is looking pretty happy for me right now. Selling to you. I'm guessing we bought most of our... Oh, no, we are 3 to 14 deliveries on this. Next delivery's in 17 days. I think this is like... We get like one convoy. You know what? It's probably not worth it. We're probably fine, actually. Is there anything else here we would want? Towed anti-aircraft. Support equipment. Honestly, like, not really. Everything... We can sell... You know what? Let's sell cheaper tanks. We have not sold a single tank yet. And we have not sold a single one of you yet, so let's drop your price down a little bit. Trains, I don't think anybody's bought them yet. And there's one... You know what, we'll just cancel this. We'll get our one support equipment back. Hey, the Zelia set... Ching! Here's the Prince Federation then. Maybe because we already have a trade agreement with the Japanese. They're like, hey, buddy, you can't fucking play both sides on this shit. The abdication crisis. In a decreasingly serious situation is developing in the Dominion of Canada. King Edward has announced his intention to marry American film star Constance Bennett. The problem with the king's engagement, however, is that Constance Bennett, while of unclear religious affiliation, is a twice-divorced woman who is still legally married to her third husband, Henry de la Flaze. As a nominal head of the Church of England, which does not permit the divorced to remarry with a living former spouse, this is clearly unacceptable for the king. The Canadian Prime Minister has reached out for the Australian government for advice. Is upholding British tradition worth the possible disruption to the empire that an abdication could entail? So what do we have in here? Abdication or support the king? We'll support the king no matter what. Also, the CSA is going to win. They're going to win their war no matter what. Well, not happy about this situation. There's really like no positive outcome for this. Iran wants to buy rifles. I've seen no reason to say no to that. Like, if you were to go to war with the CSA, I'd probably actually maybe would join that one. But it's the war in India I don't care about too much. And, like, you're going to... I mean, the tides are kind of turning. Not for these guys up here. Those guys are fucking dead as hell. But the Prince of Federation seems like they're doing a pretty good job of holding things down. You know what? Even though you're way ahead of time... I'm going to research you. We have a good research bonus towards it. It'll be done in about a year. I'm going to get it, 2 years ahead of time. That sounds good. And we can get some better piercing for units as well. Which I would not say no to. Are you even getting, like, what are you actually missing? Fighting strength at 30%. Your manpower is just dog shit. I'm surprised that it's giving the manpower to these infantry first, even though I have reinforcements on top priority. Like, I think it's trying to split everything fairly evenly. But I don't want fairly even. I want lopsided and disjointed, okay? Can I set these guys to be high priority for reinforcements? Is that a thing I can do in this? I don't think so directly. Upgrades. Upgrade requests are 1528. Or are you done? You're actually just done getting more troops. Okay, I can see that also being an issue. And I have so much political power. You know, is there anything we just, like, get for free? You're 150. Your political power sink. Why not? And you know what? Fuck it. Claim Singapore. The Great Schism in the Australian Labour Party. Since Jack Lang's readmittance to its ranks, the Labour Party has been steaming with internal disputes. Today, Lang struck out as the Labour leader, John J. Curtin, claiming Curtin has not gone far enough to deal with the radicals, that they just all will but certainly plunge the country into chaos. This great schism of the Australasian Labour Party has firmly separated the Oceanic Workers' Movement into a reformist and populist rump Labour Party, as well as the exile revolutionary movements consolidated around the Australasian Council of Trade Unions. Yet it's not all well for Labour, since friction still exists between Lang and the popular J. John Curt. Why am I losing stability? Because my population, or my ideology is getting boosted. Wah! The social democrats are infighting. Shut up! I'm a market liberal. I don't give a shit about that. Go fucking bring your whiny ass down to Austria? No. Yeah, go to you. Bring your whiny ass back to Ukraine, or White Ruthenia. I don't need your shit here. It's just me and the UAP, man. Look at that. That's 50%. We're powerhouses in this fucking little. What am I talking? Who watches this shit? What if you're what's wrong with you if you were watching this video at this point in your life? Like, no, I appreciate it, but like also like what the fuck are you? What are you doing? What's going on? What's going on there? So how many? We get 1.27 political power per day. That's pretty good. Well, cheers to you, Washington. Now, there's no way for you to be isolationist, right? No. So no matter what, at some point the CSA is going to be an issue. Not good, obviously. At some point they will declare war on Canada. I think that's like an inevitability. When's it going to happen? I don't know. I guess I would prefer them to not join the Internationale and try to just do the free world thing. Like, that's hypothetically a better situation for us. Marines 1. It's still mid 39. You know, we'll take computing machine. Okay, Boston's collapsed, so I'm pretty sure MacArthur's government is now... Bye-bye. We shall, we'll miss you. By the way, how's our Air Force doing? Like, I know we don't have any, We have 1,000 planes in storage? Holy shit. Cue me with the meme with the guy spitting all the coffee out. This man will never have 1,000, close air support. That's me spitting up the coffee. I don't have... Obviously, I'm not going to spit out my own drink. We'll take a civilian factory. I'm not going to spit out my own drink. I'm not crazy. France, what do you want to buy? You want to buy rifles? Like, I'm glad the rifles are finally selling. Like, it took them fucking long enough. Is there anything else here you would want to sell? I think nobody's really buying the tanks. Let's throw all of you on here for cheap. I'm going to throw 200 anti-aircraft guns on the market. Let's throw these guys on the market as well. And you know what? We'll even throw in a 200 support weapons. We'll even throw that for cheap as well. The opener policy that kept peace and order between the ambitious Western nations, Japan and China, has finally ended. With tension in the world rising due to the events of Europe and Asia, the inevitability of conflict arriving in the Asian continent has led to the legation cities to join the Prosperity Sphere faction in a great break from traditional non-alignment of the cities. This places the traditional ports firmly in the Prosperity Sphere, sphere of influence. Legation mandate has ended with the nation, the international alliances withdrawing their troops and ambassadors from legation cities. Businesses scramble for as this effectively places treaty ports under the economic sphere of the cross-prosperity sphere. While this marks an end to the end of an era, this may also lead to the unforeseen consequences as all bets are off, and the legation cities are open to foreign aggression or perhaps even demands from the Chinese. Yeah, okay, so you are now purely owned by Japan. At some point, Japan is going to declare war on China. Of course, I support the Qing government against the Japanese. It would be... Oh, the Rocky Mountain ceasefire. That actually is good. And it delays them from doing the next step. Now, does it stop them from going to war with us? No, of course not. Like, that is just... It's just pushing us down the line a little bit. Okay, Princely... Okay, so you agree to a trade deal. I'm happy with that. We march forward. It's just 200 political power. Is there anything I would want? Because we're already at 239. Force fleet factories would be quite nice. Radar. We need all of these done as well. Are you just research bonuses? 3 special divisions. Urban combat could be quite nice. You would also be nice, but I can't take you right now. So, let's go for these two. So we can get our way down to increase funding. It allows us to get our way down to an extra research slot. What are we going to do with that? Nothing. But hey, we can get some oil fields, which actually is very important now that I put fucking tanks in every single army that I control. I kind of wonder, do I like just cancel some of these units to put the manpower into the armies in the field? Because again, I can't do this until we're at... Hey, we got a new Governor General. As part of our nation's drawing closer to the royal crown, the Governor General has been appointed for us. Prince Henry, the Duke of Gloucester. That is fine. It does mean we have a new guy here. Hello, Prince Harry. And by Prince Harry, I mean Prince Henry. Look, I can read. Let's send a trade agreement to the Pacific States. We could take some freedoms. I don't... What about you? You know what? Fuck. Well, let's take it. Get it out of my list here. Okay. Prudent equipment. I then want to follow this up. We'll throw you in here. Yes. And now, question. Can I throw in some beautiful AA guns? Yes, I can. Very easily. Get that bullshit in there. And for you, can I just throw in AA? Yes. What about what tank do we have right now? That's a big beefy tank. Do we have any? I don't want some generic tanks, obviously. Don't put infantry in there. Let's go with the heavy tank. Hell yeah. Save that bad boy up. And now we do need even more men. How many troops is this? It's actually not that many. I mean, it's going to be doubling the size of our army. But it's actually surprisingly few. But I do need more soldiers fucking immediately. Which means I need world... So, like, funnily enough, I need world tension to go up. Because until world tension increases, I can't get troops into the field. I mean... What about you? Is this where we bite the bullet and declare war on the Party Commune so I can actually, you know... I think, what's our penalty? It's a 20% penalty for this. Are you defensive? No, we're attacking them. So it's an offensive war. Bulgaria's declared war in Greece. I don't know how I feel about it. You've declared war on the Irish. Huh. That definitely we're at like some weird shenanigans here. Do I go to war with the Party Commune? Okay, it's not that bad. But it does mean I can now go to extend the conscription. Can I get the war economy? No, our war support is not good enough. We've been embargoed. German, why? Why have I been embargoed by you? I don't even know what I did. What did I even do to you? Are they embargoing the rest of the Entente? No, it's just me, Germ. What the hell? What the fuck? By the way, can I do this now? Yes. Because we are at war. What a fucking dickbag. Thanks, Germany. Thank you. But I will say also thank you for tuning into this episode. So if you enjoyed, remember thumbs up. You not enjoy, you thumb down. You want to see more, subscribe. And goodbye.